podcast. Walk with me. Let it ride. That's right. Wanting to be heard in the black man's world, simple. They're complicated, just relax and observe. Breaking down of our families, restructured communities. To wake up and see only your losers are free. Your enemy is your memory. We at your door, black mail delivery. Your enemy is your memory. We at your door, black mail delivery.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I forgot the intro.
Ain't no intro.
Now
Just
tuned
make
into
up
the Black
something.
Male Podcast. TS is who I am.
Tre-Dot is who I.
That's the right one right there.
Damn.
There we go. There we go. We in there. I don't know what this nigga gonna do when I finally take that other camera out the box. When I finally take that other camera out the box
What?
and put it on the other tripod, because that other camera is your camera.
No, that's when you say that's your camera,
All right.
and I won't be doing this.
That camera is gonna be sitting right here, and it's gonna be pointing directly at you. And then that one that's right there is gonna be pointing directly at me, and that one right there is gonna be pointing at both of us.
The beauty of those of you that watch the show consistently is you see the growth.
The growth is definitely there.
That's all that matters.
I got like mad messages about the thumbnail. They're like, "Yo, that thumbnail is hard." I'm like, "Okay." I ain't know motherfuckers was watching the thumbnail, looking at the thumbnail. I was like, "All right,
Whatever, man.
yo."
Cool. You just watched the thumbnail but didn't watch the episode. Cool.
Nah. Episode looking good. The numbers looking good.
I mean, okay.
Numbers looking good.
Give me a thumbnail compliment.
I was shocked by that.
Okay, whatever.
But hey, whatever works, man.
Whatever makes you feel good.
Works.
Whatever
for
makes you feel good, brother.
Whatever works for y'all. That's all that matters, man.
Thumbnail growth.
We got a few things to discuss. I think we had a dope discussion. We're going to get right into the show. We had a dope discussion off camera that we should bring to camera. And we talked about quarterbacks, quarterback growth, letting a quarterback grow. And in these current NFL playoffs, it showcases that you have Trevor Lawrence that's going in the first round, finally making it to the playoffs. You have Bryce Young. Carolina hasn't been in the playoffs in 10 years. They're finally in the playoffs. You have Caleb Williams. The Bears haven't made it to the playoffs in 15 years. And they're finally in the playoffs. And then they won the playoff game. You have who else? Just those three alone right now that are young QBs that fans and pundits on TV and online would say, "Hey, we need to make a change. We need to get them out of here." And now look how they're playing and look what they're doing for their team. And he made a good point. He was making some good points. I'm going to always combat his points, but he was making some damn good points when it comes to that team, those particular players. And then I forgot about the Texans. They even got what's his name? CJ Stroud. That's another one that up in the air, some issues. You got these, and Jordan Love. We talked about Jordan Love.
Indeed.
So we have all these quarterbacks, QBs, young, up-and-coming growth QBs, and he was stating what happened to giving them time to develop. And so I want you to expound on that and why you saw it, because you've been adamant about that for a number.
Well, it's
of
just
years.
this generation with everything.
Uh-huh.
You know, whether you say it's the social media, whether you just say it's a microwave society, we want instant gratification.
Right, we do.
And to keep it within sports, more than likely, if you have a high draft pick, you have a bum-ass team. And most of the time when you have a bum-ass team, you have a bum-ass organization.
Right.
So you're going to take this young quarterback and expect him to fix the trash that you created. It takes a 3 to 5 year window sometimes, and it's been proven throughout football most of the time with these young quarterbacks, from Troy Aikman to Peyton Manning. I use them because you're talking about Hall of Fame quarterbacks that were 1-15 in their first full year starting.
Right.
So you expect these other guys just to come and save your team. And the 3 to 5 year window has been shown this year with so many quarterbacks. There's never been that many quarterbacks within that window to all of a sudden be in the playoffs. To
I
where
agree.
they almost looking like they were out the door, as you said.
They did.
Jordan Love, C.J. Stroud, all these guys had fans pissed off. Caleb Williams, all of them, fans pissed off. Trevor Lawrence, fans were pissed off.
Yeah.
Tired of these guys.
Yep.
Bryce Young.
Oh,
Not in the playoffs.
Carolina was ready to run, and they almost beat the Rams. That game was so
Panthers
good.
football has been the laughingstock for a long time.
I love the fact that they let Cam Newton, because they haven't been showing Cam no love. Let him hit the drum. Let him kind of come into the arena. And he was the last QB that took them to the playoffs. Shit, he took them to the Super Bowl.
Cam Newton is a iconic feature.
Yeah,
from Carolina.
From Carolina, yeah, from Carolina Panther football, right?
And he needs to be respected as such.
I agree.
I mean,
they even let him do his podcast and whatnot during the tailgate thing, so he had to show.
I don't think that should have been a question.
It shouldn't have been a question, bro.
They should have asked him to do that.
Right. I totally agree.
In the new podcast space, I think that's dope to let him do that podcast. I think that's dope.
He brought the podcast, and I know we digressing off the topic, but he brought the podcast idea to Carolina first and said, "Hey, we have all these young players."
Was it the pregame or was it?
Yeah,
halftime?
it was it was a pregame thing.
That's
he was
dope.
like, "Yo, let's sit down. I could do the
That's
podcast live here. We could do a pregame situation," and they turned him down. That was years ago before he started the situation he has now. But for them to turn back and say, you know what, we in the playoffs after 10 years. You was the last guy to have your pod, do your pod, during the tailgate situation, and then you lead us out. He led them. Dog, they almost won. Yo, Bryce Young was out there looking like he was channeling his inner Cam Newton. The first touchdown was him running at one end.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Off the scramble, and he wasn't like close. He was at least 15 yards back and ran that joint in. Yeah. Like, he was out there looking good, man. I'm not a Carolina fan at all, but we live in the Carolinas. So it's like, it's hard to not at least try to root for them niggas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because we here and we know what it would do to the area if both sports look good.
I think it's good for the league.
Right.
It's good for the league. And it's good for the league to have so many young quarterbacks flourishing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because even with basketball, it was the same thing. You just felt like things were deflating as LeBron gets older.
Right.
And then all these other young athletes
are
winning.
Right.
Not the stats. There's always going to be young guys with stats. But when you have young guys that are at that Pro Bowl or All-Star level that are winning.
Right.
You're right. It's good for the culture. It's good for the game.
Yep.
It's more marketing opportunities.
Yep.
More advertising opportunities. Better opportunities for ESPN to have different topics.
Oh,
not
my
talk
God.
about LeBron all the time.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Or talk about the Cowboys all the time. Please talk about something else, bro. And I grew up a Cowboy fan, but I don't hear that shit, yo.
I agree.
They ass. You got all of these young quarterbacks that's actually getting it.
Getting it.
Do a show about that. Let's give these quarterbacks 3 to 5 years to get things together. You know what I'm saying?
I totally agree.
You know, look at how Josh Allen has the Bills in contention every year.
Yeah, he does.
You know, Sam Darnold was always a question mark. He's actually had a decent career.
Decent year.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, man.
No, I totally agree. It's looking good. I'm loving the development.
It's looking great. Makes you want to watch football again.
I can't wait to see who's in the finals. It would have been fire if Carolina would have beat the Rams. If Carolina would have beat the Rams, and if my Eagles beat, because when we record this, that game hasn't happened yet. My Eagles beat San Francisco. Carolina versus Philadelphia would have been the next game.
Okay,
that would have been fire.
Packers would have won if Michael Parsons played, bro.
Totally agree. I totally agree.
Because
that was the one thing that was
you're not getting all that time in the pocket,
bro. He had so much time in the pocket. Yo, Caleb Williams was out there looking like a superstar, bro.
You're not sitting in that pocket.
He was sitting back there.
Around,
yo, he was just like, it was one point
did Diggs play?
Yeah,
he's trash now,
bro. It was like this. He was sitting there like this.
Nah,
and then he ran. He was like, all right, I'm going to run.
You're not doing that with Michael.
Bro, I was like, yo, he getting so much time out there.
You're not doing that with Michael.
But he was throwing some dots.
But I'm happy for him because
he was throwing dots.
My man Gino, that always support the show, always been on all our lives and stuff. He's a Bear fan, and he wanted Caleb out of there for the longest. I got to hit him about that.
Yeah.
It was good with Caleb, man.
Yeah.
Caleb been balling.
But
I was on the fence. It's almost like
all of us were.
Quarterback is that tough position, man, because you could be so ass this year,
right?
And then next year
you'll be fired. And I think this is bad. I think his outside persona also contributed to people not really fucking with him.
Well, he kind of got the Wale curse. You know, whenever he's interviewed, he's an asshole.
Right.
I'm not going to change that. Whenever he's interviewed, he gives the appearance of an asshole.
No, his interview after the game.
Then he had a black fingernail polish at one time too.
Yeah. and the color.
I mean, I'm not judging.
He's
I'm
still
just saying.
doing it. He's still doing it.
Yeah, I'm not judging. I'm just saying that's just
Right.
you know what I mean? It's what it is, bro. You start doing that, everybody's like, man. You're supposed to be the leader of men when you're the quarterback. It's like, shut your ass up, you fingernail polish ass nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
You know what I mean?
Chad Ochocinco and Shannon Sharp talked about that. They was like,
Chad is on punishment.
They was like, y'all noticed this year no one said anything about his fingernails being
Winning
painted.
cancels everything.
Right. They was like, he still does everything that they complained about.
Yeah.
They're like, nothing. Why Chad on punishment, man? Because he said Raleigh wrong. Raleigh.
Come on, Seth.
Bro,
You on punishment, B.
I said this.
He adamantly said it, though.
Right. He's from Miami, Florida. If you know anything about Miami, Florida, you have Hialeah. It's similarly spelled. And I think
I'm
that's
gonna
where he got the
let you finish
pronunciation
cooking. I'm gonna let you
from.
finish cooking.
That's where he got the pronunciation from. Was it wrong, egregiously wrong? Yes.
Bruh, you played in the NFL all of those years, and I know you've flown the RDU before.
Why? There's no team here to fly in the RDU.
Son, he said himself he been here.
He said he been here to mess with a girl. That was it.
Did you heard somebody say Raleigh at least once or twice by then?
Man, fuck Raleigh, man.
What is that?
And we live here. Man, fuck that shit.
That has nothing to do with the conversation. I live.
All right, not bad.
That
was aggressive for no reason.
I live in Durham.
Apologize.
It's not Durham. It's Durham.
I live in Clayton. It's the easiest way to spell it. Clayton.
If you
Can't fuck that
if
up.
you mispronounce Clayton,
Can't fuck that up. Clayton. If you say Clayton, I'm cool with that.
So you're near Sanford. Okay, I work in Sanford.
See?
I hate, man.
See?
Raleigh.
He called it Raleigh. That shit was funny.
Yo.
And then Shannon Sharp said Raleigh. He said, no, it ain't. It's Raleigh. He said, it's Raleigh. He's like, he's close enough. Let it go. That shit was hilarious.
I'm happy for Nightcap. I think Nightcap was a dope show.
Oh, yeah, dope show. It got better.
Shannon had his personal things,
It's
man.
gotten better.
He overcame it. You know what I'm
It's gotten
saying?
better. And Joe Johnson is pretty dope. That
I'm
shit-
actually
Seeing
surprised
Joe
at
Johnson.
Joe.
Why?
Joe doesn't talk.
The problem is he do talk. We just don't see it often. You can see he
No,
got a
I'm saying
personality.
he doesn't talk publicly.
Publicly, yeah. You can see he got a
Same
personality.
thing with like
a
Memphis
motherfucker.
Bleak. Memphis Bleak wasn't really a public speaker.
Right.
But he said Jay-Z always wanted him to be in that
Right.
space, and now I see why. He's
Yeah.
actually done good.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree. Hey, man.
I'm
like
not a podcast hater, man. Even though I'm in this space, I like to see people do it well.
I
hate the whack ass shows, and there's
agree.
more of those than good. And I'm not going by the numbers. You can have great numbers, and I still don't appreciate your expression.
Right. I totally agree. I'm with you there. I'm on your side, my boy. I'm on your side with that one. I'm like in the NBA. Let's talk about NBA real quick. And we just talked about the newcomers and everything in the NBA. You got
Who's seen Jalen Johnson coming though?
no one.
God,
No one.
and nothing he does looks pretty, but that boy can play, man.
Who, bro?
God, he can play, man.
Who, bro? Yo,
I mean, he's just one of those guys that's like,
yeah, he go
even like Keon George. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Where are you from?
bro. And
What
that's
is
what
happening with these?
But that's what I was getting ready to say. Think about it. LeBron about to be up out of here.
Go away, please. Just go.
KD about to be up out of here.
That's crazy.
Steph about to be up out of here. Draymond gonna be going soon, but I'm gonna stick to the stars. You got Steph, Kyrie about to be up out of here soon. There's quite a few players they 37, 38, 39
Everybody's not even mentioning the fact that Kyrie been injured all year.
all year long.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how they go? This Cooper Flag team now.
And he been injured every year.
And I'm not big on calling a team a person's team.
Nah,
but
it's
they're gonna build around Cooper.
They
Flag.
got no choice. They did all that. They got rid of Buddy. It's gotta be his team.
Well, just like the Hornets are gonna build around your boy. I keep forgetting his name.
So the white boy.
The guy from Duke, yeah.
Yeah, they should.
No, I'm not saying they should.
should.
But I'm just saying you have a
Yo, Melo is not. He's not conducive for winning. Melo had an opportunity to be the face of that franchise.
He was the face, and you see what happened.
Right. He didn't treat it well.
That
He
face
got a
was
whole
not
bunch
pretty.
of lame tattoos. The way he played. Like, yo, I think that's the one thing about basketball that I'm hating right now is the fans they like, why they doing Melo like that? He got a bag. Yo, your bag doesn't help winning. That doesn't make sense
What
to
do you
me.
mean he got a
All
bag?
because you
What does
could
that mean?
dribble and shoot all kind of weird shots. That
Can
shit,
he
that's
really
all
dribble,
they
though?
care. No, he could dribble. He can dribble very well. No, he could dribble very well.
He dribbles very well because
Yeah,
he just dribbles in a single motion.
Nah, he dribbles very well, bro. You tripping.
Very well.
Yes, he does.
Okay.
Nah, his ball handling skills are very good.
He
it's just not
wastes
good.
dribbles.
That's the NBA.
I don't have to.
I don't
like
know.
it.
There's not really no team where the main ball handler doesn't waste dribbles, including your man Brunson. He wastes a lot of dribbles. They do that. That's just the way that the game is now.
Brunson
I don't
ain't
like
6'7".
it. I think
Metal
it's
ball
corny.
at 6'7" don't have to dribble as much as he does.
I think
He can actually shoot over everybody.
I agree.
Kay Cunningham don't waste them dribbles because he realizes I'm taller than you. I don't have to do all of
He
that.
just started doing that. He wasted a whole lot of dribbles his first year, second year, and it wasn't conducive for winning. When he realized I'm 6'7", I could shoot over everyone, he stopped doing it.
So
now they're winning.
You don't want to agree with me, but do it anyway. I get it. You see what he just did? He said what I said aggressively, as if he didn't just say what I said. I didn't say Jalen Brunson don't waste dribbles, but
Right.
Jalen Brunson is a midget. He's trying to get out the way.
He's
LaMelo Ball is 6'6", 6'7", whatever his
Right.
real height is. Who knows?
Yeah, he's
I
6'7".
know Cade really is 6'7".
Yeah.
He's taller than everybody.
Melo tall.
He doesn't have, but he shoots from whatever.
He got a weird.
We can't
he
waste time
launches-
talking about
He
LaMelo Ball,
launches
bro.
it.
We're
It's
not
just weird.
giving him that much love.
I get it.
Cade would deserve that analysis. LaMelo doesn't.
I agree.
LaMelo needs to be in a new location
He does.
and do new shit.
Yeah.
Or I suggested he go to the Wizards because they ass. But the Wizards are actually trying to improve.
Yeah. They just picked up what's her name. So
No, I'm saying what they do after Trae Young
yeah,
will show if they're trying to improve or not.
because they banking on that young boy. And then you got Trey
Doing Alex
coming
Saw?
in. I think that's it. Yeah. I think
Saw has been playing
Yeah, he
better,
been
but there's
playing real good.
another thing. When you get a young guy like Saw, you have to give him 3 to 5 years to get right.
Yeah, you do.
You know what I mean? Because he was a project. This is one thing I hate about the NBA draft. I was looking at NBADraft.net at work. I work with some guys that love college football and they watch college basketball.
Right.
College sports, period. They watch it like I used to watch it. So I rely on them for certain things. So I go on the NBA Draft.net, and one thing we noticed, all of the top 20 picks were either freshmen or sophomores.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like if you're a junior or senior in college, you're almost guaranteed to be drafted in the second round.
Yeah, because you too old.
That's crazy that the NBA is
Too
that
old.
way now.
Too old. Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's not just now. It's been like that, I think,
It's
for
been
maybe the past
for a
3
long
years,
time.
maybe 5.
Yeah. I say
Let's
it's longer
5.
than that. I say
Think
longer
so?
than that. I think it's longer than that.
Let's say for the last several seasons.
Yeah.
Because several can be whatever.
Right.
If you stay in college more than 2 years, you're like a fossil.
Yeah. Too old.
They'd rather draft you
Dog.
not knowing your ceiling.
Bro, think about this.
They'd rather develop you to that ceiling.
Think about this. They complained about Tim Duncan spending 4 years. Think of how long ago that was. They complained about him spending 4 years in college. You remember, Tim Duncan spent 4 years. They wanted him to go out after his second year of college.
Tim Duncan was the last weird scenario like that I could think of. Like, he really did not have to stay.
He did not have to stay.
He was like, fuck that. I like college.
His draft stock fell because he spent 4 years. That's crazy.
I mean, how did it fall? Where did it fall to?
That's crazy.
I mean, it didn't really fall.
But, I mean, based on what they were trying to project for him, it fell. But then look at him, probably the greatest power forward in NBA history, one of the greatest power forwards
Well,
in
I don't
NBA
think him
history.
staying in college made a difference, but
Me
I think
neither.
socially it might have helped him because he wasn't
Yep.
really he wasn't socially prepared for the NBA. I don't think he's a very docile.
I think he's
docile.
the same way he was then, he is now.
Yeah, but he
Stay out of the way.
He stays out of the way, but sometimes the extra 2 years can be good for you to develop socially. Some of these guys get in the NBA, they're not prepared to be professionals at a young age. Because that's a lot to be in the NBA. We looking at the basketball part. I don't think the basketball part of what a lot of these guys suffer.
It's
I
a
think
mental.
I think suffering socially is going to affect your game. And these guys don't develop young players anymore. When you hear a lot of these guys talk, and I pay attention to it more now, they all talk about their vet.
Mm-hmm.
When they come in the league, they had a vet that helped them get used to the game. Lou Williams talks about it. You know, a lot of these guys that they're not really old niggas, but they're old niggas as far as the game.
Right.
They still had a vet.
Right.
When people came to the Pacers, Antonio Davis would always have people stay at his house. Dale Davis would have people stay at his house. They work with the younger guys, get them adapted to society, get them adapted to the culture of being a professional. These guys don't have it anymore.
Who fault is that?
The teams don't even keep vets no more.
There we go. It's the organization.
Yeah, they don't even keep vets anymore. So when you look, and I'm not giving these young guys a pass, but when you look at a guy like John Morant, years ago that wouldn't happen.
Right.
There would have been a
And-
vet that would have sat that
but
nigga
the
down
problem
and we
is
wouldn't
this.
even known about it.
The dudes that are vets, they still trying to be a star.
Well,
And that's the
then
sad part.
it's not
no
only the
role- 'cause it was
organization.
a role player vet.
So then it's two things. It's the organization and it's the vets not taking the vet
But
role.
think about the role player vets, because the best vets were role players. It wasn't
So who's
the
all right,
superstar
let me ask
vet.
you this: who's the last vet role player that actually accepted that role that you can remember?
I can't, bro. It's been a minute, son.
Udonis Haslem was the last one I
Oh,
remember.
UD, yeah. Damn, you're right.
And UD didn't
UD
care.
didn't care. He did not give a fuck. You're
Nigga,
right.
you don't even play. UD was like, so what?
what?
But I contribute.
Yo,
and he
and
did
made
though.
millions.
But he did contribute.
He did.
You need.
And then,
I'll give you an
when
example.
when he hooped. When he was able to play, he played.
I'll give you an example right now.
Right.
I'm
Damn, you're right.
gonna beat up on my Knicks team. If you have a 12-man roster, right? The 12th man ain't playing.
No, not at all.
Why wouldn't that 12th man be a vet? The Knicks right now.
Someone that they trust, though. Got to be someone that they trust. As a
So
vet.
you think they don't exist?
I mean,
The Knicks right now would be better served having a vet as that 12th man, because they have several players that just don't have it mentally every night.
but my thing is,
Jalen Brunson is the only person that don't need that vet to really push him.
who would you get as a vet right now that
They've
you
been
would trust? To be
They've
like,
been pushed away for so many years. Right now, I don't know if there's one.
and that's the hard part about it.
I'm speaking of a theory at
Right.
this point, because I don't know who that vet would be. Now, Malcolm Brogdon would have been that vet,
Right.
but he chose to retire.
Because he can hoop. And that's the thing.
But
I
he
feel
would
like
have been a big help.
A vet got to be a vet that I'm going to listen to had to be at least good when they played.
That's why I said Malcolm Brogdon would have been perfect,
Right.
and they were going to sign him for that. But then he decided to retire.
Like, man, I'm going to the crib, bro.
Nah, nigga, because he still wanted to play. Nigga said, I'm out here moving all slow and shit. My knees hurt. You know what I mean? My wife just lost a little weight. Shit.
Right. I'm going home, man.
I'm about to start smashing them gams.
I'm going to the crib.
But I respect that. You know, your brother had a problem with it, but I was like, how you going to force a nigga to play? He wants to go home, my nigga.
He's like, yo, I signed this contract, but I'm going to the crib, man. Pay me out for the rest.
A guy like Mike Conley would be a good vet. He on the way out.
That's true. Mike Conley be a perfect vet.
But he's on a team. But I'm just reaching. Kyle Lowry plays that role for where he's at.
Right. But I think Mike Conley plays that role where he's at, too, because he's in Minnesota.
Yeah.
He's doing that for what's the name of them. They all listen to him. But
I'm
that's,
saying,
once again,
Kyle
it
Lowry's
got to be
another
someone that you know they either been to the finals, they're a pivotal piece of their team.
Yeah.
Now they rotating. That's like the boy from that plays in Houston. What's his name? Light-skinned guard. He been wanting to get off that team. I can't think of his name for nothing in the right now.
You want Van Vliet?
Yes.
But he's hurt.
But he's still a good vet.
Yeah, but
that
he
you
starts.
listen to. I know, because he's still good.
No, I'm talking about people on the end of the bench.
I get it.
The guy that's starting, sometimes the guy that's starting and playing, they ain't really listening to like that because they hating.
I don't think Vliet hating though.
No, I said they hating on him because he's getting paid top dollar. They think they competing for that money, and the money make a difference too.
It definitely should make a difference.
Like, hey, fuck you, old ass nigga. You nigga shit,
Hey,
bum
I'm
ass
still
nigga.
getting 54.
Yeah, like-
54. Leave me
But
alone.
I
young
can't,
nigga.
off the top of my head, I really can't think of nobody else that actually.
I mean, but they got
Kevin
KD.
Love.
KD's a good vet.
A guy like Kevin Love.
Kevin Love is a good vet. He's on the team. He played for.
Yes, I would have loved that.
I think he's on.
Man, listen.
I think Kevin Love is on Cavaliers right now.
Yo, Kevin Love with the league minimal. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
You need somebody just to get a couple fouls in the pinch. The nigga throws.
Vet minimum.
He
Vet minimum
still
is what,
listen,
like 5'10"?
He still throws a better outlet pass than
Yeah.
anybody I've ever seen play the game.
Nah, he don't play no games, bro. He don't play no games. His outlets be.
I'm talking about you catch
It be
that shit,
pinpoint.
2 steps layup,
Yup, pinpoint.
either hand.
But he got that from his dad. His dad played, and his dad was good at that
Okay,
shit too.
since
And
you
I
said
love
that, this is what I'm saying. Listen,
I love that.
I saw a video. I don't know how many of you know Julian Newman,
Right.
right? He was ranked in high school. Then you realize he couldn't play.
Julia's trash.
God.
Trash. His daddy trash.
Fast
his
as hell
sister
for
trash.
no reason.
Their whole crew.
I saw a
trash.
video of his father training him, and I see why he's trash.
Is this his
The
dad's
father
fault?
was throwing a basketball at his head while he dribbles.
This is dad's fault, bro. This is his dad's fault.
Okay, I say that to say, I'm going to rewind back. Kevin Love, father, I'm positive, trained him how to throw outlet passes.
passes. Yes. Yep, because his dad was real
Dads,
good at
when
it.
you're training your child, train them to do something that makes sense.
Yes.
Y'all out here training y'all kid to ha,
Nope.
ha, and he can't dribble.
Nope.
You training them to ha, and shoot threes, and he's 6'6".
No.
Like, come on, bro. This
I don't know. 6'6" is short, man.
you
It's
ain't
short
got a
for
ha when you can shoot on top of everybody.
That's a fact.
Why you ha?
One dribble. I teach. I
3 dribbles,
I
you got a
train my
bucket.
son. is one dribble pull up. One dribble pull up to the right. You need to be able to one dribble pull up to the left. You need to
even with one dribble, you should have a counter off that one.
Yep, you got to. I was just
it
about
might
to say,
be a spin.
You might have to be able to do
jab
something.
step before that one. But either way,
but yeah, no,
3 dribbles or less. Learn how to get a bucket in 3 dribbles.
And it's funny because when
yo.
he go to training, they can see that they were like, yo, because he's doing it. He's literally jab step, fake, one dribble. As he dribble, he's maybe looking to do a hezzy. Wait, as he gets his, he either hezzy, and he's looking at the person's foot, looking what they're doing, or he'll pull up, or he'll hezzy to the bucket. I'm like, all right, bro, you growing into it.
All right,
you know what I mean?
Good work.
You gotta do it, bro. You gotta do it.
Don't do no goofy shit.
Nah, not on my dime.
All that damn dribbling.
I don't like that shit.
Dribble. You ain't Kyrie Irving.
Bro, it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense.
Boring me the fuck.
Made no sense. Dog, it's funny because I in the mornings, every other day in the mornings, I've been going to the gym early in the morning, and just so happen it's like adult time at the community center.
You said adult time.
That's what they call it because they got to block it off because you get them young, super young kids in there and they do too much. So it's like adult
super
time.
Young is wild. What's super young?
Super young is like my son age. And them,
no, I'm not hooping with
I'm
no
not.
kids.
That's what
I don't
I'm
hoop anyway. So I'm
that's what I'm saying. You don't want to play with them, bro. They be doing too much.
They
the dribble crew.
I don't want to play at all.
Friday at the gym, right? 7:00 in the morning, I get there. We running full court and
full court is mean.
Right, full court.
I'm a 3-on-3 champ right now.
So we run full court 5-on-5, and dog, this dude,
you come all the way down court?
Yeah, every time. And play D, yeah, I'm running.
Do you come past 3-point line though?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. I'm usually playing. I just position myself.
So if you miss a layup, you get back down on defense.
Yes.
See, I ain't playing with you. Because I'm not.
I'm running down. I'm running right down.
Yeah, I'm not.
And I'm on D automatically.
I'm not either.
It was funny you even say that because it was a dude that was holding me. He was a big guy.
I might eventually.
He was
but
a
I'm
big
not.
guy, and he was like, he told me, he said, "Hey man, slow down." He's like, "How old are you?" I said, "Bro, I'm 45."
I'll tell you what.
He said, "I'm 47. Slow down, man." Like,
I used to like when people said that to me. But after you say that, I'm just cooking you.
I'm going to work now.
Now I'm shooting every time I get it, just because you want to be fucking funny.
He was like, "Yo, he got an inside and outside game," because I was playing post, and then our point guard was just fucking up, and I was like, "Yo, ball, I'm coming. I'm running point. I'm moving everybody. Yo, go ahead."
There's no
boom,
point
boom.
guard in open runs, bro.
Nah, man.
There's no point guard
structure.
open runs. You know what it is? It's just a short guy that everybody assumes should play the point because he's short.
That is a fact.
There's no point.
That's a fact. And he kept wanting the ball, and he just. But I was going to say, it's this
I
dude.
hate that, yo.
It was this dude who kept missing, bro. He kept every time he got the ball, he was shooting, and he missed it. And they kept saying, "Well, he normally can shoot well." I told him, "Yo, bro, at this moment, your jumper is not falling. Please do something else." And he probably was 26, 27.
This is what's wrong with you niggas.
And he just won't do nothing else.
This was wrong with niggas that played organized ball in their heyday. They say shit like that.
Do something else, bro.
This is an open run, son. Niggas is just having fun.
Go to the basket, bro. I'm trying to win, bro.
I learned this the hard way.
I'm trying to win.
More often than not in open runs, these niggas know nothing about playing organized basketball. Bro. First of all, they think the shortest person is supposed to play point,
right,
and the tallest one is supposed to be in the
center.
That's not how it works, bro.
It's not at all.
You know what I'm saying? And if I step on the court, they're going to put me in the paint or some shit. Now, I'm cool with that because I'll choose to do that.
Me too.
There's no different
chill.
when I play football. They put me on the defensive line.
Paint.
I'm like, why am I on the line when I'm faster than every linebacker you have? Don't Michael Parsons me, nigga.
Right.
Got me out here getting choked and chopped in the neck, bro. I don't want to do that.
I don't want to do that shit.
But anyway, it ain't about me, man.
No,
I just had to
you're
throw
right.
it out there.
No, you're right, nigga.
Yo.
And they do that to me all the time, too, though.
Playing the defensive line is some nasty shit. I got punished out there, bro. I got chopped in the throat. I got cramps so bad.
They coming right here.
All of that shit, man.
That elbow to the throat. That's why I played.
I had enough.
That's why I played. I played defensive end. When I did play football, I played defensive end, and then I played tight end.
When? High school?
Yeah, in high school.
Okay, that's high school.
Nah.
I'm talking about playing against ex-pros.
I'm not doing that.
Do that shit that can take your life. Nigga, I didn't know what was going on.
They tried to get me to play semi-pro football. I told bro, I'm semi-pro basketball.
There's no way. Where was it gonna put you at? Tight end?
Yeah.
Okay, you might have done.
Yeah, that's what I did. I was good at tight end, but I ain't doing too much more than that.
First,
I wasn't about to be no receiver.
Whoever made the positions in football, they died.
That's a wild name. Tight end. That's a wild name. But,
what are we doing, yo?
And then you bend it down. I don't like that bend down.
Yo, I forget what quarterback it was. They were talking about a center, and he was like, I can't wait to get on the field and put my hand under his butt. And I was like,
bro,
football talk is just foul.
They said what Tom Brady didn't like you to have a wet undercarriage. You had to dry that shit. You had to dry your undercarriage off because he put his hand. Hey, no.
So you had to dry your gooch. You dry your gooch.
Yeah, Jason Kelsey said he told Jalen Hurts. He said, "You take that knuckle and you put it right there in my ass, so I can feel you. So when I hike the ball, it's right in your hand."
Well, unfortunately,
but that's
the secret to being successful.
It is.
I could never be a center, and that makes me don't want to be a quarterback.
Bro, one day already wilding. It was one day.
One day you're gonna do that. Your knuckles gonna go too far, and you're gonna. It's too much, bro. Cause them dudes is mad sus.
How your knuckle gonna go too far?
I'm not going into it. I shouldn't even said it.
I don't even want to.
We gonna keep it going.
We're gonna keep it going, man.
My bad. Rewind that back and delete.
Nope. I'm gonna let that shit stay.
I'm out of pocket.
And I might pan the camera on you.
That's fine. I said it. You know what I mean? I said it. Like, you know what I mean?
All right, let's get into it. How do you tell the difference between protecting your peace and pushing people away?
Well, when you find yourself isolated and you consider isolation protecting your peace. You know what I'm saying? You got people that love you. You know what I'm saying? You got, people that are there as a support system. Mostly all of us could probably do a better job using our support system. I mean, you a married man. As you look at how you are now and how you were maybe 5 years ago, I'm sure you use your support system more now than you did then.
Yeah.
I know now I'm better at it.
Hell yeah.
Because a lot of times we isolate ourselves and we consider certain things peace that aren't actually peaceful. Protecting your peace is a journey as well. That's why on social media, when I see people always talk about certain things, you almost feel like they're compensating for not having it.
Yeah.
Because you have to convince me that you're protecting your peace.
Right.
You have to convince me that you're happy being single.
My thing is,
you know what I'm saying? It's like, why do you have to keep telling me?
Right. If you got
all the time,
you're not doing it.
How many times you have to say it though?
Yeah, I agree.
Like almost every person I know that always talks about their relationship or always has pictures. Like some pictures you can feel the energy like, oh man, that shit is dope.
Fire. Right.
And then some pictures you be like, damn,
the fuck out of here.
They don't even look like they like each other, man.
The fuck out of here.
You know what I'm saying? Like you trying to make me
right.
Or you're trying to make you feel like you have something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
I get it.
Protecting your peace it's a journey, man. And you know what I'm saying? It's a never-ending journey.
I think also protecting your peace is eliminating pointless situations from your surroundings.
Have a healthy diet.
And that's
have a healthy diet.
And healthy diet of everything. People, places, things, everything. Like just a healthy diet of just making better decisions and moving in a different perspective.
I had to erase myself from a couple people this year because every time I talked to them, it was something wrong.
And that shit gets annoying, bro. It's funny you say that.
And then they say, either they don't say what's wrong or they say what's wrong. And it's like, I'm not judging you how to feel.
Bro, it look like Josh
you've
Allen
been saying,
just got hurt.
Yeah, it did. You're saying the same thing for the past 10, 15 years.
Yep.
And then I see social media scrolling. You're posting these long-ass posts because you're looking for sympathy from strangers.
Right.
Because you don't burn so many bridges with real people that nobody takes you seriously. That little boy crying wolf.
All the time.
Now when the wolf really shows up, nobody's listening to you because you play games the whole time.
Y'all play games the whole time, and it makes it hard to even want to fuck with you when it's like that, yo. Like I hate. You know what I hate the most is when you got people that call you and you don't want to answer the call because you know all they're gonna do is dump their issues on you. And it's like, yo, fam, I don't want to hear that shit, yo.
It's not a good feeling.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to hear that, man. Even as a guy, when another guy calls you and, man, I'm going through, bro, it sound like some whole shit, bro. Go figure it out, man. Man up. Go figure it out, bro. Like, damn. Call me with that shit all the time.
Damn, you cold, man.
I don't want to hear that shit all the time. Because we all going through something.
That's cold, B.
I get it. We all going through something, bro.
Can't call this guy.
No, you can. Shit, you can. You have. Shit. But you don't, every time you call me, you don't be calling me talking about, woe is me.
Honestly, man,
woe is me.
I'm not going through nothing.
See?
I'm living life.
Right. That's life.
Sometimes I'm pissed at it.
Yeah.
And once I say What I say, I'm good.
Move on, bro.
Yeah, I've been blessed, and we all have been blessed. You know what I mean? Focusing on the blessings is how you progress. You know what I'm saying? If you focus on negativity, that's what the universe is gonna keep bringing to you.
Bro, last it was parts of last year, bro, that was hella fucked up for me. Hella bad. Not many people knew. It just is what it's life. You're going to go through things. Just maneuver through it and figure it out. Let's move on.
Well, it's no different from any transition you make in life. Obstacles are going to come. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I wasn't even doing that this time. You know what I'm saying? So when you in transition, when you have a transition, that's you. You know what I'm saying? So when you have a transition, this is you. You're going to go through things. There's going to be ups, there's going to be downs, but you know, your perseverance is going to be what strengthens you to continue. You know?
I get it. I'm moving to this next one. This topic here might make me cry, but we'll see. Did becoming a father make you feel more like your own father, or did it make you determined to be different? Let me speak on this one first. It was a combination of both, because I remember my father as this high exalting individual, someone I always wanted to be around, someone that also gave me so much information and knowledge. But then at the same time, a lot of that information and knowledge was probably not the best information and knowledge. You know what I mean? Because he was really on a super street level. But then, you know, he gave me a lot of love, but that was for me. He didn't give, you know, I have 2 other brothers with him. You know, my father and my mother, when they were married, he didn't give that same thing to both of my brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got that shit the most. You know what I mean?
I get it.
So it's parts of what my dad did I've passed down to my sons. You know what I'm saying? And then it's parts where he was non-existent in, I created on my own, or I created by watching other men that I respect. And I saw certain things in them that I took. And I was like, yo, when I have kids, I'm going to utilize that. You know what I mean? Things like that. Like I had a couple of people, men-wise, how they maneuver with their children, how they maneuver with their wives, how they maneuver in business. And I've taken pieces from them and to form who I am today. You know what I'm saying? And so it's a both sides of the coin situation, because, you know, my dad was there for a little while, then he wasn't there no more. You know, my mom left my dad in the den of night. Not in the den of night. We left. We went to school, got out of school early. We was on a Greyhound bus moving to South Carolina without my dad even knowing. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was abusive. He was a super abusive man, and we left without him even knowing where we were, but he knew where we were, because he used to send shit. He sent shit. Sent boxes of shit, different things. He tried to plead with my mom. He knew we was in South Carolina, but at the same time, he also knew the way he had us living, we're going to be able to do that much longer. You know what I'm saying? So it's parts of my dad that I've taken that I remember him saying to me. I remember him embracing me like he was an affectionate father. So things that I remember, that also passes that down to my sons and my daughter. So being affectionate, being someone that you know, listen, but then all the negative shit, I don't do. You know, I'm not an abusive man. I've never hit my wife. I've never attempted to hit my wife. I barely raise my voice when it comes to my wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll say, you know, we'll argue, of course, that's marriage, but
it's natural.
It's natural, but I barely raise my voice when it comes to my wife. When it comes to my sons, I parent tough, but I also parent with love and affection. When it comes to my daughter, that's a different story. I'm there. You know what I mean? Like, I parent, but I'm there because, you know, everybody knows this, the time that I came into her life, I couldn't come in as some authoritarian person. I just need to come in as a person that's here to listen and that has a wealth of knowledge. And our relationship has grown tremendously, where what I have to offer is wanted all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's warranted. Yeah. You look for me for guidance and information, and that's phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? Especially at, you know, her particular age. So, you know what I mean? I say I'm on both sides. I wish I personally had more. I had to figure out how to be a man. You know, and it's hard when you're with a single parent. When you're a single parent, and the single parent is a mother, you can't learn. I'm sorry, people may disagree. You cannot learn to be a man from a woman. A woman cannot teach you how to be a man. She is not a man at all.
I don't know what that's ever been a debate.
You know it is. And that's
but still, I never understood it.
I never understood it.
You know what I mean? Because you have no respect for men, but you feel like you need a man.
Right.
So you need something you don't respect.
Yeah.
But you disrespect it because you don't have one.
Yeah. And then in this era, they call you sassy if you don't listen to every move and every cadence.
Yeah, I mean, this world hates everything that's good for them.
That's
you know what I'm saying? So that's the terrible thing about it.
Yep. That's a fact. But what's your thoughts on that, man?
Well, I always wanted to be everything my father didn't have the understanding to be. You know what I'm saying? I always wanted to have dialogue with my son. I always wanted to be helpful around the house with my lady. I mean, I always wanted to have dialogue with my lady. And, you know, my father was good, you know, financially, you know, keeping us comfortable. Like, we didn't know if we were broke. We didn't know if we were wealthy. We didn't know if we was comfortable. We just knew we were taken care of. I had to deal with a co-parenting situation because, you know, my son's mother and I didn't work out. The failure of that is what actually really led me deep into alcoholism, because that's what made me feel like a failure, not being that full-time father. I couldn't deal with that at all. That shit just led me to just
I get it.
Actually not giving a fuck, because it's like you took all I had. That's all I had that was mine.
Right. I get it.
And you took that because you were in your emotions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not judging, because me and my son's mother, we actually get along great. But we were young. That's why I speak adamantly about not having children when you're young. Neither one of you know what the fuck you're doing.
No.
Socially, emotionally, not even financially. Yeah, maybe you do have a little bit of bread, but you don't know what the fuck.
Sad part is the man gonna get the blame for that every time, and gonna get the short end of the stick every
I got
step
the
of the
blame.
fucking way.
I got the short end of the stick. Then you only seeing your kids on weekends. But it might be a weekend where she wants to do something with the child. So now that weekend is taken away from you. So it's a battle. And then nothing you do is ever enough. But I didn't handle it well. You know what I mean? That led to my alcoholism. That led to a lot of my depression, things of that nature. But those were my issues. That's not pointing fingers at his mother. That was the root cause of my issues.
Right.
But I say, growing up, I didn't have conversations with my father. My father didn't teach me shit. But he was never taught nothing.
Right.
So these are things he didn't have understanding of. My father didn't take my mother on vacations. He didn't really take her to dinner. I'm not saying they never went nowhere, but everything they went was church related.
Yeah.
They never really took the time to enjoy each other outside of the church life.
And you got to, bro.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm not a part of the church life, so that would never be a part of
Same
me.
thing here, brother.
But I grew up not seeing date night.
Yeah, me too.
But I grew up with a mother that took lemons and made the best tasting lemonade imaginable.
Right.
And that was her lifestyle.
Right.
And she was okay with it.
Right.
And to this day, she'll just say, I had a great life. But she was blessed within her submission. Everybody's not blessed within their submission.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Some people suffer within their submission.
Yep.
My mother was blessed not to, because my mother was blessed to be able to declutter and just live within her own self, to grow within her own self and focus on the kids and her career and be great within it.
Right.
And be humble with the home. Everybody can't do that. But I didn't want to have a woman and make her have to make that choice.
Yep. Same thing here, bro. Same thing here.
And I'm not saying it to knock my dad, but I'm just saying I learned pieces that were missing within a relationship from him. And I also learned strength that I have that I gained from him, as far as just, you know, being able to touch others with your words. But it's different with me, because I'm in the root cause of actually helping people spiritually, more so than just bringing people to church.
Right. Now, I'm with you 1,000% on that, man. Like, I say the same thing with my mother. My mother did a damn good job. She did her best with what she knew what to do, and because,
that's all you can ask for.
Because of her is why I know how to vacation and that you need to take your family. She always made sure we did something. It might not been, she might not had a lot of money to do certain things, but she made sure we did something. The first time I ever went to Florida was because of my mom. My mom took us to Orlando, and we went to Universal Studios. First time, you know what I'm saying? She did that. She did that shit on a timeshare joint. You know, in the little timeshare joint, you got to go sit through the little seminar shit.
You gotta watch
that. We did that. I'm sitting in there with her. We sit through the seminar shit. And then I've been to Six Flags because of my mom. Shit, my cousin out the blue just was like, "Can I go?" And he went with us. Went to Six Flags. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that wasn't a lot. You know, we were always in Myrtle Beach. We always did certain things. It wasn't a lot where it was like, "Yo, we traveling the world." Yeah. So it's my job to take the next steps. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny you brought up Six Flags. I'm gonna tell you a story to piggyback off of that. I remember, parents, you know, they wanted to do trips to King's Dominion with the church, right?
Right.
My father was emphatically against that because he felt like the church shouldn't be involved in that. The parents should take the children, right?
Right.
This is my issue, always been my issue with churches. Regardless of what you feel about your creator and how you pray, whether you pray in Jesus' name or to Allah, any place of worship should be for the upliftment of these children.
Facts.
Right? All of them aren't blessed to have families to take them on trips, right? Now, two things can be correct. Yes, the family should be responsible for taking these children on vacations, but when they don't have that, these places for worship should step in and be able to provide that.
Or at least make it provisional where, hey, yeah, you may not have it all, but, you know, the church is willing to help you if you could come up with this, and then we're renting a big bus and we'll just drive everyone.
He was,
you know what I'm saying?
Very, very much against it in the beginning, but later on in his years, you know, he submitted to it and would take them. Because you got to understand, you see where my parents live at. A lot of these kids don't have parents that's taking them anywhere.
They're not doing nothing, bro.
And I'm not even going to say they can't afford it. And I talk to this about people all the time. A lot of times,
you afford what you want.
The problem isn't things being affordable. The problem is managing your money to make things that matter affordable.
Yep. You can afford whatever you want.
Well,
motherfuckers be talking about what they can't afford, but they get the hair. You got the weaves that's $200. Dudes buy these high ass sneakers, but then say you can't afford.
Well, it's fine to have all of that.
Yeah,
but
it's great. It's great.
Life is about balance.
Yes, it is.
And finding that balance is a maturation that parents need to have a successful household.
Bro, I make it a point every year. This is probably the first year that we may not do it. I make it a point every year to do 2 to 3 trips. We do 2 with the kids and then 1 with me and just my wife. We try to make it a point every year. If it's not 3, it's 2. It's 1 family vacation.
Children need that.
1 husband and wife vacation. Yes, the
children need that. The parents need that.
Yep.
You can tell when a child has never been nowhere.
That's a fact.
They're so uncultured and they go to college and lose their fucking mind.
Bro, people were shocked, and this is bad, and it shouldn't be this bad. But we went out the country, all of us, the kids and everybody, and my boys, my sons, my older Sean, his friends were shocked he had a passport. Well, what you got a passport for? He was like, we go places. He was like, I need a passport because we go places. We go.
That's always gonna put you in a minority in certain spaces. Like in some spaces, everybody's doing that.
Yeah, and that's the weird part, right?
But in other spaces
it's not normal at all.
Like, even me working in pharmaceuticals, man, a lot of these people, they got bread. They just don't do shit because they've never done shit. And you be looking at them like, and they'll be like, "Oh, that's so expensive." And then when you show them how stuff costs, they be like, "Oh shit,
it's not that bad."
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not that bad.
And not to reiterate what I say all the time, but life is so much about knowledge and information.
It is, bro.
We don't share knowledge. We don't share information.
Nope.
And that's when our communities,
we don't share it. We don't share it in abundance, but we just sell a course and then tell people to go buy this course.
Well,
that ain't gonna get you
a lot of
nowhere.
times the people that are selling the courses aren't the people that are giving you the information that you need.
Nope.
Or they're diluting the information, or they're mass producing information and not really giving you key pieces that are necessary. And then a lot of people are great at things but aren't good at teaching it.
Right.
Some people are great at teaching it, but they're not good at it. Like a lot of professors. That's why I don't buy when people look at professors and knock them because they're not as wealthy as some of these successful people. But a lot of these successful people were trained by these professors.
Right.
Like some people can train you, but they can't actually carry it out themselves. But they can give you the tools to get there.
Right. You're right.
Like right now, if I could do it all over again, if me and my son's mother actually could have stuck together, I know I could have really trained my son to be a better ball player. Not saying he wasn't a good one, because he was one of the best defenders in the country. One of the best defenders in the state his last year. But the situation with the coach went kind of funny, and he didn't do some of the things I asked him to do. But it was a rush year. I know I could have showed them more than what I did myself, because I seen it and I seen my faults, and I see some of my faults within him, that I could communicate better than I could provide as a player. And if you look at some of the best coaches in any sport, they weren't the best players.
No.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of times the best hoopers aren't the best coaches, man.
They really not.
They thought process is different. Even in life, man. I mean, even with this podcast, man, we could probably help other people make their podcast better.
Yep.
Based on what they have. They might be able to do things we're not doing. Maybe their topics are kind of different from what we're doing. Right. Or maybe they're out there on some risque shit. But you can learn from everybody of value.
Yeah, I agree.
Some people don't have value.
No, you're right.
But anything of value you can learn from.
No, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the power in life as well. We got to realize we can learn from each other. Worst thing in the world is talking to somebody that just feels like what they're saying is the only way.
Right.
And this has always been my problem with the churches. And I talk to my mother. My mother even says this, like, in certain communities, there's a church on every corner. You know what I'm saying? So how are you really uplifting communities when there's like 100 churches and the population is 350?
Bro, look where I live at. Let's call it. I live at. You see where we're in my studio in my house. There's a church right here on that corner right there. There's a church literally right here on this corner. It's church. As a matter of fact, it's one back. It's across the street from each other. On this corner, it's two churches. One on one side of the street, one on the other side of the street. When you go to the stop sign, you make a left. There's a church right there in front of that playground right there. Yeah, so it's a church right there in that playground, which is a church behind it. They got a church right on that side, and then you go up. It's literally 6 churches in a walking span here, and I've seen none of them do anything in the community. Now, don't get me wrong. This is not no affluent community, but this is not no poor community neither. My area, but I don't see them do nothing. Absolutely zero in the community. I'm
agreeing with that, but in most big cities, these basketball tournaments, they started from churches.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's more than basketball. It's just giving these kids something to do, giving these parents that are coaches and referees something to do.
Bro,
giving people something to live for. I remember my father was a pastor for 30 years before he retired.
Right.
I remember my uncle moved down there. He moved back. And they just started a church, and they only get like 10, 15 members a day. And people would always ask me, why didn't your uncle go to the church with your father? And I'm thinking, like, it's crazy because my uncle is what's called the Holiness Church, and my father is Baptist. All of this separation and division.
Oh, there's a ton of separation and division.
You know what I'm saying? And they always preach the
afterlife. They got the non-denominational denomination
actually,
and then other denominations.
My father's church was non-denominational, right?
See?
And it's like, what does that mean?
I don't know.
But they all have something negative to say about anything outside of their own.
Right.
Right? But you claim to go to a heaven that's one.
Right.
So what makes you all become one after you die?
Right.
But you're against each other alive.
Yep.
So which is the right way to pray? Which is the right way to read this Bible? Which is the right way to worship? Which is the right way to carry yourself? Because you all have different rules and regulations. That's the foolishness.
That's the foolishness.
And doing security for Muslims at a certain time in my life that I'm not really happy about. You see Christians always bash Muslims.
All the time.
Muslims never say nothing about Christians. Could care less.
Never.
See what I'm saying? So what are we doing?
That's even right now. Even outside of where you was at the time, they're still doing that now.
So I mean,
Muslim countries are getting banned and they can't fly into America because they don't follow Christianity. And this is bad to say, but I'm going to say it, and this is how I've been feeling for a long time. To me, Christianity is the only religion that threatens you to be a part of it, or you're going to some place called hell. If you're not a part of it, if you don't follow just this, you're going to hell. Christianity was one of those religions that sat and created wars, started a lot of shenanigans, and look. But I digress. I'm going to do a funny moment. I got an email the other day, right? And the email said, Reverend LaShawn Jones.
Who's that?
Reverend LaShawn Jones, I want to welcome you to I think it was speak at this situation. And I was like, what kind of spam email is this that I got?
Yeah, I've never been called Reverend.
I forgot, man. I've been an ordained minister for the past 2 years, man. I forgot I took these classes during COVID. I took a bunch of these online classes to become an ordained minister, just messing around. And I took a bunch of classes and paid for all the certifications, everything. I got the paperwork and all that stuff.
I'm dead.
And the whole time I'm an ordained minister. And someone wants to get me to come and do and I'm in this directory. They want me to do a wedding.
That's so disrespectful. This blasphemy, man.
I'm dead serious too, bro.
That's why it's blasphemy. I want no parts of this right here. I want no parts of this topic, bro. I'm done. I am so done.
Yeah,
I'm so
minister,
done.
bro.
I mean, okay. That shows how foolish that shit is. And that means what?
I don't know. I only did it to, do like a family member's wedding eventually. Everybody's
a minister now anyway.
Yep,
So.
I'm an ordained minister, bro. I'm gonna start coming on this pod. You're gonna start calling me Reverend Jones.
I will never call you that ever. Ever in life, bro.
Reverend TS?
Hell no. So that's the conclusion of the transition. That's where the transition ends at.
Back spit.
That's where the transition ends at.
I guess so, man. I guess so.
Some fucking foolishness, man. I am done right now.
I love hip hop.
I mean, okay, Reverend preacher hip hop. Okay.
Yeah, man. Rev Run could do it. Why can't I?
I always had an idea for a TV show.
Let's talk. Let's put it together.
No, let me tell you. It was really based on the thought process of growing up watching the song Amen, right?
I love that.
The preacher is single.
That show.
But the preacher's an MC.
Fire.
The deacon is married with a family. But he's actually a comedian.
Let's go.
Let's
shoot. Let's write it out. Let's shoot. The fucked thing is you got the means.
You think I'm making it up?
I know you're not thinking. I know you're not making it up.
I have a partner that's a comedian, Les Long.
Uh-huh.
I had brought it up to him years ago. I said, yo, I want to do this show. And I fucked him up because he thought I was just joking. I said, nah, I've been thinking about this because you think about it. The deacon has a wife and kids.
Right.
The pastor's single, but he's an MC.
Right.
But all the women love him, but he's single.
Right.
But he wants a family, but the women he meets are just outrageous. They're never up to his standards.
Oh, we can shoot that.
Yeah, but that was always my idea for a show.
Put it together. Let's write the screenplay.
Because people look at hip hop as if it's some kind of unreal culture, bro. Right? Like it's real
Peer
life.
Space, we can rent a church.
But I'm saying it's real life. Like preachers actually live.
Yeah,
it's not just Jesus Christ all day.
No,
you know what I'm saying. And a lot of comedians,
most preachers
have regular
been pimps.
jobs, but also deacons are usually out there in them streets.
Yeah,
see what I'm saying. And a deacon, of course, he smokes cigarettes.
See? Bro, I'm serious.
I'm
not no bullshit. You probably going to forget about it, but I think we should put that together.
I've always had...
Let's put the screenplay together.
I've always had that thought concept
Write the script out. Let's write the script out.
Yeah, I've always had that thought concept together. Because I always thought that would be something...
We could shoot that.
I always thought that would be something good for the culture.
We can shoot that with no issue. And the way to shoot it, we'll talk about it offline.
Because I'm just saying, without going deep into it, just think about it. It seems like something our generation would actually have happen.
We might take this out of this. I don't want nobody to steal that. This is probably going to get bleeped out.
I'm just saying.
I'm dead ass, bro. That's a great idea. Let's move on, man. Great idea, man.
I thought we were talking. Okay.
Nah, man, you doing too much. You be doing too much, man. You bring me all the whack ass ideas, and then you keep the good ideas to yourself. And then
I know I've told you that before, bro.
No, you haven't.
No, I don't believe that.
I promise you, bro. If I heard that a long time ago,
you don't like to listen to me sometimes.
I listen to you a lot.
Oh, that's gonna be an award-winning show.
It might be
because it ain't fake.
No, that ain't fake at all. That ain't fake at all. All right, last but not least, certainly not least for the day. We could a lot of dope shit.
Fire.
Yeah.
Fire.
How do we teach emotional literacy to our kids?
You got to show your kids that you real, man. Daddy hurts too.
Yeah. I think that's the only way.
Show them how you overcome things. Like I try to tell my son, I said, son, listen, I've been there.
Mm-hmm.
This and that or whatever. This has held me back from being productive. I don't want to see you do that. I said, I know you want to be a man on your own because my son is 31. But yo, if you need to have somebody to vent to, man, yo, holla at me. I'm never going to judge you because when you succeed, I'm going to congratulate you.
Right.
When you fail, I'm gonna make you realize it's not a failure until you stop trying.
I agree. Yo,
I'm making it sound simple,
but it is.
It's not, but
it's simple.
This is where we make the uncomfortable conversations comfortable. Sometimes you have to talk to your son or daughter from that position and let them know this is a comfortable space.
Right.
This is why I'm not a fan of parents that use the tactic of whipping every time something is confused.
It's a very unsuccessful thing to do.
Now, if you're incorporating the conversations in the dialogue and that's how you choose, that's fine. But when I stand there with my son, people always like to act like I did my son some sort of disservice because I didn't whoop
Because we live by that stupid ass saying, spare the rod or some shit.
How many people have read the entire passage?
Not many. Because if you read the entire passage, it says way more than that.
If you haven't read the entire passage, don't repeat it to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I told you.
And who wrote the passage?
Right. I mean, I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I say this, man.
Relax.
Right.
With all of that. Yo.
Right. You've been on the phone with me where I'm having a conversation with my son, and I think I got on the phone. I was like, look, and I told you about it. I said, look, I have no problem with you crying. Cry. You should get those emotions out. But let's come up with a solution to, one, why are you crying? Two, what can we do to fix whatever issue that you're currently having? You know what I'm saying? Like that's the one thing I'm about. Get your emotions out, because the jails are filled with people that never were able to get their emotions out. Get your emotions out. But I'm also solution based. I'm a solution-based person. Let's figure out a solution to why you're doing this.
You have to be. Young people cry most of the time because they're so frustrated and don't know why.
Yep.
And they can't fix it, and they're too ashamed to just tell their parent, I know I'm wrong.
Right.
I messed up.
Right.
Whatever the situation is. You know what I'm saying? And there's so many powerful tools you can use to get through that situation and put them in a better situation when they go out here socially.
Yep.
My biggest fear with these youth is they have to be developed socially to survive in this cold world where they're being exposed to sex, drugs, alcohol, violence at young ages that we can't even imagine. We were exposed to stuff young. Now they're being exposed younger on a larger scale.
And the sad part is you can't just shade them or shadow them from that stuff. You got to let them experience the world. You got to let them go out there because they got to live in this world.
But they can't even have fist fights anymore.
Nah. My son almost got into one at the park yesterday. I stopped him from doing it. An older kid kicked his little brother, and his little brother was scared to tell him, didn't want to tell him, because I guess he didn't want his brother to get into nothing. But when he said something to him, Sean went automatically straight to the boy. Granted, I'm not mad at that. I get it. And they go to school together. So he grabbed his little brother. Did he kick you? He in the boy's face. Did he kick you? And his little brother was like, Sean, don't worry about it. Deshaun, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. He said, no. Did he kick you? Got his finger. And the whole thing that remind me of me, because that's how I was. I'm super direct. My fingers is in your face, and I was like,
so different back then.
He'd never seen me do anything like that, and he was ready to snap on the boy. And you're right,
it's
so different back then, because you could fist fight. Now they pulling guns out automatically.
Exactly.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? So
I
that's not a good
just so happened to see it.
Yeah.
And I'm always carrying my sidearm, and I'm carrying it more now than I've done ever. And I told Sean, I said, hey, bro, come on. Y'all come on. And because the boy had some people in the car, and he was scared to death at Sean. And like you said, anything could have happened. I said, hey, it's cool. I respect that you want to defend your little brother and handle things for your little brother, because that's your job. Y'all at this park, you protect your little brother, but you got to also be aware of your situation and your surroundings.
That's also protection.
Right. And and that's why I said,
level.
You're at these people's car. Yeah. Confronting somebody for doing something. What if someone would have pulled something out on you?
Confronting somebody at a car is a bad move.
Right. I was like,
that's
too many
not protection.
Right. I told him, I said, it's too many variables that can go wrong at someone else's situation. If you was out in the open, maybe. But by a car, there's so many things that could have happened, things that could have passed. So make sure, you watch yourself when you do things like that. And, sometimes if you didn't see it happen, or you grabbed your little brother, de-escalate the situation, move on. If you can't de-escalate and you gotta get physical, you get physical, but you make sure you put a person down quickly because you never know what can happen after the fact. And then y'all get out of there.
Yeah, if I get physical, you're not moving. When
I'm not letting
away.
you move. I'm not letting you do nothing.
I'm
gonna stuff a hole out you.
I'm
bro.
not walking away till you can't move.
Yeah.
And I might tap your pockets before I go.
I'm definitely
Make sure you don't grab nothing. I'm
definitely
tapping your pockets and your socks.
Yeah, I'm definitely doing it.
I'm checking every spot.
That's auto. That's autopilot for
checking
me.
your ankles, everything.
But those are things that we gotta teach. We gotta showcase that. We gotta inform them. Those are things we gotta do in this world today, especially for us. You know what I mean? We at a luxury when it comes to our kids. Our kids ain't had to go through none of this shit we went through as we was growing up, coming up.
Nah, not even.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't had to walk these streets and do nothing.
My son ain't had no streets.
See, the same thing with mine.
The closest he had the streets was when he was living in Tennessee.
See,
you know what I mean? Tennessee is crazy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, depending on the part of Tennessee they
outside
are.
of
Right.
Memphis, man.
Oh
He's
yeah,
in Arlington.
those are stupid. Yeah,
it's crazy out there.
But that's the same thing with my sons, man. My sons ain't in the suburbs, man.
Yeah,
y'all ain't got a street. Y'all ain't got a. There ain't no street. There's some nice little quiet area, bro.
Well, I'm careful with that conversation too because I also got to make clear to my son, even though he didn't go through things I went through, I'm sure you went through something.
You went through something. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not downplaying what you went through because to you it was real.
Yeah. Because that's your life.
Yeah, to you it was real.
But that's why I say that our kids are at a luxury.
I'm careful with that
because they didn't have to go through some of the hardships or a street level thing. Even my life was different from yours. Yes, you're older than I am, and you've done some things, but you came from a 2-parent system. Now, you know what I mean, based on however you judge whatever whatever your
this is why you can't judge. This is what I'm saying.
Right, because it makes it different.
It's a dangerous thing to judge. Because it's easy to say, well, you ain't go through what I went through because I did this. And you can say, well, I did this. And then I did this. Well, I did this. Well, I did this. Okay, well.
And then you end up realizing y'all did the same shit.
It's just
and that's the hard part.
The journey just had different obstacles.
Right. I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Yo, crime is crime. I mean,
crime is crime.
Street life is street life.
That's a fact.
I mean? Bullet is a bullet.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Both of us was hunching at a very young age.
Hunching.
Shit.
Getting bitches.
Getting bitches.
Getting bitches. And now, you know what I mean?
I'm washed. I'm stonewashed jeans.
Hey man, washed up university. You know? Like the Gilbert Arenas hoodie. That hoodie's dope.
Yeah, I think so.
I just refused to wear it because he wore it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I'm not doing
but I'm
it.
definitely
but I like
washed up.
that. Washed up university.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm in the rafters,
about my
man.
wife, bro.
I might not have been first ballot, but I'm up there.
Shit, man. My wife has. I don't even want to talk. My wife has definitely made my life easier.
But whenever I'm out, like I went out last night, man, I had a dope time, man. When I look out there, man.
That's cool though.
Yeah, I did. I told you I was going.
You did. You're right.
See, stop lying. Stop
You're
lying
right.
for the
You're
people.
Right.
Yo.
My bad.
This nigga, he be lying for y'all, yo.
I just forgot.
And people be hitting me up like I'm, you know what I'm saying? Yo, son.
People that hit him up, he do be doing me wrong, y'all. I thought he was my friend. I thought that was like my brother.
I'm the only real friend he got. Them other niggas ain't riding.
That's fact. I ain't gonna lie to you. You right.
He know not to call me when shit get fouled.
Nah, I don't. No.
Hands is flying, yo. I don't play that.
I love that. Vice versa.
I don't play that with my brothers because I ain't got a whole lot of them.
Ain't got a lot of them at all.
So it's easy for me. And I know he don't mess with nobody. He talk a lot, but it ain't nothing that serious for you to be acting all crazy.
Never.
Get out your feelings.
That's a fact. Yeah. That's a fact, my boy. I just fucking with you. Look at that. Josh Allen ain't nothing but a man, son. Ain't nothing but a man out there. We over here watching the game and talking. But we about to wrap this up, man. Anything you want to add to the people, man? We've been here for about an hour.
I had something that I put together.
Okay.
But I'm going to flip it up.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? I was going to speak about energy and application of energy. The same energy you putting into grinding and team no sleep and all of that.
Right.
You need to put into cleaning out your insides internally.
That's a fact.
Because most of your problems come from the internal struggles that as men, I'm talking to men, that most of our men have because we just want to fight to help and provide for others. And we stay on this treadmill of turmoil because we never took care of the root cause of our pain, which many times is internal. Let's take this energy that we put to please our outside forces into cleaning up ourselves so we can consistently be there for the people that love us and don't have to have these obstacles anymore. Making ourselves somewhat error-proof to where we know how to handle these situations when they come because we've given ourselves the tools because our minds are decluttered and our insides are somewhat purified. Let's take our energies and let's apply them to ourselves from the inside. So on the outside, we can have this powerful structure that we can use to build, uplift, and inspire our families and our loved ones and continue to progress on this journey together as we make the uncomfortable conversations comfortable, not only on this show,
Right.
but also in our homes and also within ourselves.
I agree. All right, man. Before we go, I want to definitely say rest
Bars.
in peace. That was definitely bar. Rest in peace to my uncle Wyatt
Most definitely. Most definitely.
Spears. Rest in peace, Unc. That's my dad's brother.
It's powerful.
Rest in peace. Love you. Miss you. It was great having a lot of dope conversations with you, man. All right, man. This is the Black Male Podcast. TS is who I am.
Tre-Dot is who I am.
He was at the right camera this time.
Love it.
Catch y'all later, man. Peace.
Yo.